Jai Jai Śrī Caitanya, Jai Nityaānanda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Vande Guru Nisha Bhakta, Nisha Nisha Avatarakan, Tat Prakasham Tat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Sangyakam, Granthera Rambha Kori, Mangala Charana, Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan, Tinera Smarana Hoya Vigana Vinashana. अनयास सफल निज वांछिता पुराना जय जय कृपा मोहि जगतेर नाथ सर्व जगतेर कुरु शुभ दृष्टिपात श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ श्री रूप रघुनाथ पदयार आशा चैतन्य चरितामृत कहे कृष्णदास नमो विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna, dear worshipable devotees, thank you so much for joining. We are reading Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Adi Lila, chapter 5, entitled The Glories of Lord Nityaānanda Balarāma. Today we will try to complete this wonderful chapter. And as I was talking to His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj, Bhakti Chaitanya Swarup Maharaj, I asked him if he could, if there is no in-person program tomorrow, then he can speak on Zoom. But if there is in-person program, that's always, kind of better. So let's see. If we are fortunate, we'll get his association on Zoom tomorrow. If we are more fortunate, then some of you will get his association in person. So let's see. We are reading text 228. And we'll try to complete it today, this chapter. And then we'll begin the Bhagavatam from tomorrow onwards. Vrindavane Vaisheyata Vaishnava Mandala Krishna Nama Parayana Parama Mangala. Translation by Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Prabhupada Ki Jai. All the groups of Vaishnavas who live in Vrindavan are absorbed in chanting the all-auspicious name of Krishna. Wow. So beautiful. So, all the devotees are Krishna Nama Parayan. That means they are addicted. They have taken full shelter of the holy name. In the Vaishnava Mandala, that means the groups of devotees in Vrindavan. So that's basically the real auspicious thing. And now, keeping in mind, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is in Vrindavan, and that's what he is saying. So everyone, so we should also try to develop Vrindavan consciousness at our home, at our community, at wherever we are. Our goal is to always reside in Vrindavan. And how can we always reside in Vrindavan? By being absorbed in the chanting in the all auspicious name of Krishna. His name, his form, his qualities, his devotional service. If you're absorbed in that, then actually we are in Vrindavan. And then there will be, very harmonious relationships between everyone. And that's Vrindavan, where everyone is happy, joyful, and serving Krishna, Krishna Parayana, or Krishna Nama Parayana. So beautiful. Any other thoughts anyone has before we move to the next one? Yes, 229, Vipul Prabhu, please.
So Prabhuji, Krishna Prabhu was still dreaming, or he went to the, because interaction, everything happened in dream, right? Seeing the Nityaṁ Mahaprabhu.
No, but he followed it. He did. It's mentioned that he gave the signal, and what is he doing is basically taking darshan. Now, we discussed this point that he said, by the mercy of Śrī Nityaṁ Prabhu, I reached Vrindavan.
Okay.
So we discussed that point that yes, although it is such a hard journey, like imagine going from Bengal to Vrindavan, So let's.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Text 228, 29. Jaro prana dhan Nityananda Śrī Caitanya Radha Krishna Bhakti Bine Nahi Jane Anna. Translation by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda are the life and soul of those Vaishnavas who do not know anything but devotional service to Radha Krishna. So Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself and Nityananda Balarāma, so who is dead, totally surrendered to Lord Radha Krishna Balarāma. They actually also surrendered to Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityaṁ Mahaprabhu. They are the life and soul of those Vaishnavas. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, I was just making sure what you asked is referred in 197, 198, 199. It's mentioned he fainted, his dream broke, and at that very moment he reflected upon the order of the Lord, and then he started towards Vrindavan. So that's happening in real life, not in the dream only. So life and soul of Vaishnavas, those who are Harinam Parayana, those who are always living in Vrindavan consciousness, who do not know anything but the service of Radha Krishna. Wow. Radha Krishna Bhakti Vine Nahi Jane Anya. Such a beautiful verse. Yara Prana Dhana Nityaananda Śrī Caitanya. It's a beautiful verse. We should learn it. Maybe we recite it 5 times, we'll learn it. It's not hard. Yara Prana Dhana Nityaananda Śrī Caitanya Radha Krishna Bhakti Vina Nahi Jane Anya. Anyone else wants to recite? Maybe everyone should recite since we have only 4 or 5 devotees.
Yandra Pranadhana Nityananda Śrī Caitanya Radha Krishna Bhakti Vine Nahi Anjane Anya.
There you go. Anyone else?
Prabhuji, can you say?
Yes, yes.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Okay, Priya Mataji, you go ahead, then I can't Prabhu.
Okay. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Dhanavad Pranam. Yanara Pranadhana Nityananda Śrī Caitanya Radha Krishna Bhakti Nahi Jane Anya. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Thank you. Can't Prabhu?
Hare Krishna. Yaner Pranadhana Nityananda Śrī Caitanya Radha Krishna Bhakti Vine Nahi Jane Anya.
Very nice. Now without seeing, anyone? Yara Prana Dhana Nityananda Śrī Caitanya Radha Krishna Bhakti Vina Nahi Jane Anya. Right?
Yara Pranadhana Nityananda Śrī Caitanya Radha Krishna Bhakti Nahi Jane Radha Krishna Vina Nahi Bhakti Jane Anya. Sorry,
No, it's nice. Very good. So basically, जिसके प्राण धन है चैतन्य और नित्यानंदा, whose life and soul is Nityananda Chaitanya, प्राण धन, then they know only one thing in life. And what is that one thing? Radha Krishna Bhakti. They do not know anything else. This is the real meaning of this verse. And we can meditate upon this. We can sing this daily. If we are really, if we really take shelter of Lord Nityananda Chaitanya, then and by reciting this, we will come to that consciousness. We may not be, I'm not, but if we keep reciting, we keep trying, we keep meditating on these verses, then we will certainly one day get there. Yara Pranadhana Nityananda Śrī Caitanya Radha Krishna Bhakti Vene Nahi Jane Anya. 230. Nandini Mataji, you want to please chant this one?
Yes. Dandavat Pranam devotee, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Se Vaishnavara Padarenu Tara Pada Chaya Adha Mere Dila Prabhu Nityananda Daya. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The dust and shade of the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas have been granted to this fallen soul by the mercy of Lord Nityaananda. Oh wow, so by mercy of Lord Nityaananda, he is getting lotus feet, dust of the lotus feet of Vaishnavas. So we get Vaishnavas association by mercy of Lord Nityaananda and their mercy and blessings. And that's all I understand, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Say Vaishnavera. Of all those devotees, what kind of devotees? Not ordinary devotees. The two qualities of those devotees are mentioned here. They are Krishna Nama Parayana, the Vrindavan devotees, the Vrindavana Vaishnava Mandala, who are addicted to the holy name and who know nothing but Radha Krishna Bhakti. Getting their, dust of their lotus feet, it certainly is very, very fortunate, causeless mercy, Prabhu Nityaananda Daya. It is the unimaginable mercy. Even we know, like Uddhava begs for the dust of the lotus feet. Vaishnavera Padadhuli, Vaishnavera Jal, Vaishnavera Avashishta Tina Mahabal. The three things of Vaishnava, the Vaishnavera Dhuli, Vaishnavera Jal, the water which has washed their feet, and the Vaishnava's remnants, the Mahaprasad. Tino Mahabal, bahut bal hai usme. What kind of bal? To make us world heavyweight champion? No. The bal of bhakti. And we know how Narad Muni became Narad Muni. We're discussing this in the kids' class. By taking the remnants of Bhaktivedantas, the great souls, by serving them, by taking the dust of their lotus feet. Uddhava is begging for this from the gopis, the dust of the gopis' lotus feet. And then he becomes a creeper. Like that, there are so many examples, but the point here is the glories of the dust of the lotus feet will only come by the mercy of Lord Nityaananda. And what does it really mean? It means to follow in their instructions. That is really the meaning of the dust of lotus feet. Yes. Anyone else wants to read 231?
Can I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, please.
Hare Krishna. Shiva Prabhu. Tanaha sarva labhya haya prabhuravachana Śrī Sutra Eitarakhila Vivarana. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Lord Nityaananda said, in Vrindavan, all things are possible. Here I have explained his brief statement in detail. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ekant Prabhu, for reading this. So what is he explaining? He's going to explain in the next verse. But the point here is Sarva Labhya Hai. Everything is obtainable. This is the Vachan. Vachan means words. Whose Vachan? Prabhura Vachan. Nityaananda Prabhu's Vachan. Say Sutra. Sutra means essence. Synopsis. Now he's going to describe that sutra. What is that sutra? Everything is attainable. Everything is possible in Vrindavan. Let's try to understand that in more detail. Anyone wants to read text 232? And that's actually there are a few more verses. Yes, Bhaswati Mataji, please.
Text 232. Sheshob painu ami Brindavane ayo, Sheshob lobho ei prabhur kripaye. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. I have attained all this by coming to Brindavan, and this was made possible by the mercy of Lord Nityaananda. Purport. All the inhabitants of Vrindavan are Vaishnavas. They are all auspicious because somehow or other they always chant the holy name of Krishna, even though some of them do not strictly follow the rules and regulations of devotional service. On the whole, they are devotees of Krishna and chant his name directly or indirectly, purposely or without purpose. Even when they pass on the street, they are fortunate enough to exchange greetings by saying the name of Radha or Krishna. Thus, directly or indirectly, they are auspicious. The present city of Vrindavan has been established by the Gauriya Vaishnavas since the 6 Goswamis went there and directed the construction of their different temples. All the temples in Vrindavan, 90% belong to the Gauriya Vaishnava sect. The followers of the teachings of Lord Nityaṁ Mahaprabhu and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityānanda and 7 temples are very famous. The inhabitants of Vrindavan do not know anything but the worship of Radha and Krishna. In recent years, some unscrupulous of so-called priests known as caste Goswamis have introduced the worship of demigods privately, but no genuine and rigid Vaishnavas participate in this. Those who are serious about the Vaishnava method of devotional activities do not take part in such worship of demigods. The Gauriya Vaishnavas never differentiate between Radha Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. They say that since Lord Chaitanya is the combined form of Radha Krishna, he is no different from Radha and Krishna. But some misled people try to prove that they are greatly elevated by saying that they like to chant the holy name of Lord Gaura instead of the names of Radha and Krishna. Thus, they purposely differentiate between Lord Chaitanya and Radha Krishna. According to them, the system of Nadia Nagari, which they have recently invented in their fertile brains, is the worship of Gaura, Lord Chaitanya, but they do not like to worship Radha and Krishna. They put forward the argument that since Lord Chaitanya himself appeared as Radha and Krishna combined, there is no necessity of worshipping Radha and Krishna. Such differentiation by so-called devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is considered disruptive by pure devotees. Anyone who differentiates between Radha Krishna and Gauranga is to be considered a plaything in the hands of Maya. There are others who are against the worship of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, thinking him mundane. But any sect that differentiates between Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna, either by worshipping Radha Krishna as distinct from Lord Chaitanya or by worshipping Lord Chaitanya but not Radha Krishna, is in the group of Prakrita Sahajyas. Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the author of Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta, predicts in verses 225 and 226 that in the future, those who manufacture imaginary methods of worship will gradually give up the worship of Radha Krishna, and although they will call themselves devotees of Lord Chaitanya, they will also give up the worship of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and fall down into material activities. For the real worshippers of Lord Chaitanya, the ultimate goal of life is to worship Sri Radha and Krishna. This is very important. Purport Prabhupada explained here very strictly that Vrindavan are full of Vaishnavas, and whoever chants the holy name of Krishna and they are the devotees. But there are some discrepancies of those Prakrita Sahajiyas and their Goswamis, and they are misdirecting sometimes. But Prabhupada says that here 95% are Gauriya Vaishnavas who follows the teachings of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, and they always follow and know that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the incarnation of Supreme Lord, and he is the combination of, he has the mellow of Radha's love, in his body, and he is the Radha and Krishna himself together. So that's what Prabhupada is strictly explaining here, how they were going to fall down who only worship Gaura and not worshipping Radha Krishna. But Gaura and Radha Krishna together is the same. Back to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I was just thinking, look at the devotional ecstasy and the sentiment of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Like for a materialistic person like myself, now he like in all these verses, he is thinking, oh, I have attained all this. I have attained, like this verse starts with this. I have attained all this by coming to Vrindavan. And this all has been for, possible by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Actually, he's saying this like about 7th or 8th time he's saying this. That I got darshan by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. I went to Vrindavan because by his mercy. I got the darshan of deities by his mercy. I'm getting the blessings of devotees by his mercy. I'm so blessed. I'm so fortunate. I'm so grateful again and again, again and again, again and again, and also cognizant of the mercy of Lord Nityananda. A materialistic person will say, "Bhai, kya badi baat hai?" Like, okay, Vrindavan chale gaye, okay, you saw the darshan of the deities, okay, what's big deal? For a materialistic person, what will be the big thing? Oh, I got a very good job. Oh, I got a very good car. Oh, I got a very good house. Oh, I got a very, that will be his. Oh, Bhagwan ki bahut kripa. And, pious person will say like that. Or sometimes they'll say, no, I am so hardworking. That's why I got a big house, or I got a big job, or I got a big car, or big this. But we see the contrast here. A devotee, for him or her, this is real thing attainable in life. And how much they're valuing it. Right? And they're always aware of the mercy of Lord Nityananda. So I really like this point that how much they're valuing what they have received, and how much they're grateful for what they have received, and how much they're humble and always being a subservient to Prabhu here, Nityananda Prabhu. This is what makes one qualified for more and more mercy. Any other thoughts? And of course, as Mataji shared about Radha Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in ISKCON temples, in multiple temples, we see Radha Krishna deities, and along with them is Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
Yes, Mataji, please.
प्रभु जी, मैं ये पूछना चाह रही थी, जैसे हम इसमें पढ़ रहे थे परपट में कि महाप्रभु जो है उनकी तो मर्सी फुल ऑफ कप है, मतलब वो तो सब फ्लो हो रही है, उनकी मर्सी इतनी है। तो अगर महाप्रभु की जिनको मर्सी मिल रही है उसके बावजूद भी उनमें इस तरह के विचारधारा क्यों आते हैं कि राधा कृष्ण का ये संगम नहीं है और सिर्फ महाप्रभु को एक अलग आइडेंटिटी में मानेंगे या मानते हैं? तो ऐसा क्यों? वो तो इतने दयालु हैं और उनकी कृपा से तो सबकी बुद्धि भी विकसित होती है, फिर वो क्यों उनमें इस तरह के विचारधारा आते हैं?
वही प्रॉपर गुरु साधु शास्त्र ना होने की वजह से। Proper Guru Sadhu Shastra is the main thing.
Yeah.
Because why do deviations happen, right? Because of lack of proper Guru Sadhu and Shastra.
So, yeah.
Yes, Nandini Mataji, please.
Also, we say that our main offense to holy name. अगर हम लोग chanting नहीं properly करेंगे, तो mind distract होगा तो who knows, we may get bad association, bad ideas. But that's the root cause of all the bad stuff happening, or all offenses or inauspicious things. Back to you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, we'll quickly complete this chapter as I have to rush for something urgent. Let's do the next 2-3 verses. Yes, anyone wants to read this? 233.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
आपनार कथा लिखी निर्लज हैया नित्यानंद गुणे लेखाए उन्मत करिया। मैंने बिना किसी संकोच के अपनी निजी कहानी लिख दी है। भगवान नित्यानंद के गुण मुझे उन्मत्त बनाकर ये सब बातें लिखने के लिए बाध्य कर देते हैं। I have described my own story without reservations and the attribute of the Lord Nityananda, making me like a madman, force me to write these things. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Nirlaj. Look at Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is calling himself Nirlaj. That I'm shameless. Because only a person who is shameless likes to glorify himself or herself. But actually, then this question may come, like, he's not actually telling about himself. Of course, a devotee like him always consider himself as I'm very shameless, like a mad person, nirlaja, calling these, like heavy words. But actually he's just glorifying Lord Nityananda. How Lord Nityananda showered his mercy upon him so much, and guided him in the dream, and he went to Vrindavan, got so much mercy, got the association of devotees, got the darshan, etc., etc. Sometimes even in like contemporary times, we may see, like sometimes we may see like how I came to Krishna consciousness. There are a lot of talk shows, like how I, in the Hare Kṛṣṇa TV, a lot of devotees come. In one way, they're speaking about themselves, right? But it is not about themselves. It is about how they got mercy of devotees. Someone got through some books, someone came through some devotees, someone went to temple, someone got Krishna Prasad. It's basically glorification of Krishna in his different forms. So one must do it. Rather, it gives hope and to others as well. So next verse. Let's go to the next verse. Anyone wants to read this? Was not yet read. Nityananda Prabhu Raguna Mahima Apar Sahasra Vadane Shesha Nahi Payayar. The glories of Lord Nityananda's transcendental attributes are unfathomable. Even Lord Shesha, with his thousands of mouths, cannot find their limit. Wow. Lord Shesha, with thousands and thousands and millions of hoods, cannot find their limit. Ashesha, Apara, Mahima, the glories, Nityananda Prabhu Guna, qualities. Even with thousands of mouths, if one speaks, one cannot get to the end. So it just shows how glorious Lord Nityananda Prabhu is. Last verse, which is the last verse of all the chapters. Let's do this prayer.
Can
Yeah,
you go one line up, please?
Yeah.
Śrī Raghunatha Padaya Rasa Caitanya-caritāmṛta kahe Krishna Dasa. Praying at the lotus feet of Śrī Rupa and Śrī Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta, following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purport to Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Adi Lila, 5th chapter, describing the glories of Lord Nityananda Balarāma.
Thank you so much, Mataji. This is the last verse of all the chapters, and which we do at the beginning also. So one thing which I really like towards the end of this chapter, the story of how Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is so humble, so grateful, always cognizant that I am a product of mercy. I'm a mercy case. Right? It is only because of the mercy of Lord Nityaānanda. In this case, I'm only at the mercy of Rupa and Raghunatha. That I am able to narrate this Chaitanya Charitamrita, it's only their mercy. When we think it's because of my scholarship, my intelligence, oh, I am a very learned person. Oh, I know a lot of verses, so I can give good class. Oh, I know a lot of verses. Oh, I know the tactics to do book distribution. Oh, I know the formula to impress people. Then we will, fall down very fast. Because bhakti is not about externals. Bhakti is all about how much we are connected to the mercy of Guru and Krishna. How much we are eagerly trying to aspire with humility, gratitude. And that's what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's mood is throughout the chapter. Any other comments, thoughts before we pause for today? I have to rush for something, sorry, we'll end a little early. So as I mentioned, tomorrow we'll begin Bhagavatam Canto 10, Chapter 9. Either Maharaj will start it or based on, let's see, we will some way start it. Depends on, I will keep you all updated. But thank you so much for your association. It really means a lot. And as you see, gradually we are moving chapter by chapter. That's the right way. And until the end of Kartik, we will read Bhagavatam. That's the plan for next 2-3 months. Kartik begins about a month from now. It's October 10th, 5 weeks. And will continue for about 9 weeks. So in that 9 week, we'll read like 3-4 chapters, which are specifically pertinent to the Damodar Lila of Lord Krishna. So very excited. And if you know people, friends, devotees, please encourage them to join as well. Don't worry that they have read one verse or the one time or 10 times or they're new or old, young or adult, whatever, they can all come and join. No bar, no prerequisites here. Granthra Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai, Śrī Rupa Sanatana Bhatt Raghunath Śrī Gopala Bhattadas Raghunath Char Goswami ki jai, Śrī Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaura Bhaktavinda ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhyaiva cha patatana bhavanibhyo vaishnavibhyo namo. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Krishna Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.